Miracles come in many forms. Inspirational faith message inspired by Jesus Christ. My dear friends, when people hear the word miracle, they often imagine something dramatic. They imagine the impossible suddenly becoming possible. They imagine instant healing, sudden blessings, or extraordinary events that defy explanation. And yes, miracles like these have inspired people for generations through the teachings and life of Jesus Christ. But there is an important truth that many people overlook. Miracles come in many forms. Not every miracle appears in a dramatic way. Some miracles are quiet. Some miracles are gradual. Some miracles happen inside the human heart. The miracle of strength. Sometimes the miracle is not the removal of your problem. Sometimes the miracle is the strength you receive to endure it. There are people who face illness, hardship, or loss, yet they continue moving forward with courage. Where does that strength come from? It comes from faith. Faith can give a person the ability to stand even when life feels overwhelming. And that inner strength itself can be a miracle. The miracle of peace. There are moments when life feels chaotic. Problems surround you. The future feels uncertain. Yet somehow, deep inside your heart, there is peace. A calmness that cannot be explained. This kind of peace is a powerful miracle. It is the peace that comes from trusting God even when you do not fully understand the situation. The teachings of Jesus Christ remind us that God can give peace that goes beyond human understanding. The miracle of change. Another form of miracle happens when a person changes. When someone who once felt lost finds purpose. When someone filled with anger learns forgiveness. When someone who lived in fear begins to live with courage. Transformation like this can change entire lives. And often, those changes begin with a simple step of faith. The miracle of hope. Hope itself can be a miracle. When everything around you suggests giving up, hope wisp. God hears every prayer. Faith and hope message inspired by Jesus Christ. My dear friends, there is a powerful truth that many people forget when life becomes difficult. God hears every prayer. Not only the prayers spoken loudly in churches, but also the silent prayers whispered in the middle of the night. The prayers spoken with confidence. The prayers spoken through tears. The prayers spoken when the heart feels completely broken. Every sincere prayer reaches God. The teachings of Jesus Christ remind us that God knows our hearts even before we speak. Sometimes we feel like our prayers disappear into silence. We pray for help. We pray for healing. We pray for direction. And when answers do not come immediately, doubt begins to grow. But faith reminds us that silence does not mean God is not listening. Prayer is a connection. Prayer is not only about asking for something. Prayer is a connection between the human heart and God. When you pray, you open your heart. You bring your worries, fears, hopes, and dreams before God. In that moment, something begins to change inside you. Peace slowly replaces anxiety. Hope begins to rise where fear once lived. Strength grows even when the situation has not yet changed. Prayer does not always change circumstances immediately, but it often changes the heart that is facing those circumstances. God knows your struggles. Many people feel alone when they face difficult seasons. They believe that no one understands their pain. But God understands every struggle. Every tear you have cried. Every burden you carry. Every moment when you felt weak. Nothing is hidden from God. When Jesus Christ spoke about prayer, he reminded people that God cares even about the smallest details of our lives. If God cares about the birds of the sky and the flowers of the field, imagine how much more he cares about you. Answers come in different